Hey everyone, welcome back to Codezilla. Today we are again back with another problem solving question. So today's question, it is like the series of questions which we have solved earlier also. That is doing two sum, three sum, and now we have moved to the four sum. So although in the previous videos I have given you the approach by firstly doing it in brute force using nested for loops, but now we will switch to two pointer directly because nested for loops are already being used here. So let's get into the today's question. It is on Leetcode basically, and this is the fourth time I'm going to or the third time I think going to record this video because both of the times something came in in between and then I have to re-record it. So now, hopefully, this time I will be able to record this video and post it. So lots of effort. So now let's get started. So firstly, let's take the screenshot. In the previous videos, like in the two sum, I have used the nested for loops. In the three sum also for loop have worked like absolutely fine to pass some of the test cases. But here, if you try to solve it with the nested for loops, it will take n raised to power 4 time complexity, which is too much, literally too much. It is sort of a crime in coding industry. So that's why we will be moving on with the two pointer approach only. So now let's get into the problem statement. So foursome is the problem statement name, and we have written all the unique four numbers or four numbers which will add up to get till the target. So that's all what we have to do. Along with that, there is also one more condition. Those four numbers should be unique, like A, B, C, D. These numbers should be unique by indexes, not by the number itself. So just suppose if the array is just like 1, 2, 3, 1 and 8, in that case we can take 1 and 1 collectively like 1 plus 1, but we can't take it like 1 plus 1 plus 1 because two ones are present, but we can't take one of the same index twice. So that is what we have to take care of. We can't take duplicates in this, we have to just add the four numbers and get till the target. That is our main. Now, according to this, now let's think about the approach which we can follow to solve this problem. So first of all, like thinking about this problem, there is one thing which is set, which we have to use as we will be picking up our arrays inside a vector of vector. So what will happen is in the set will help us to reduce the duplicates. So if there are duplicates already present there, we will not get that duplicates again because we are using a set. So first step will be using a set. Second step will be for sure like there we need a four pointers to get four numbers. So instead of using four pointers, we have to use two pointers just from the for loop and two pointer approach. So for that we have to sort out the things. So by using sorting, we can apply the two pointer technique. Along with that, there is also one step. I can name it as 1.5. So 1.5 is for the edge case. And what will be the edge case here? We want four numbers which will add up to the target. So if those four numbers are not present, if four numbers are not present in the array, if the length of the array is smaller than 4, then we have to return an empty one. That will be the step. Third step will be writing four loops. Uh, that will be two for loops, and both of them will be nested ones. Fifth one will be using two pointer, and again at the last we have to just copy the array. So I can name it as copy, or we can first of all we have to write conditions also to adjust our pointer. Sixth will be of copy the array, and that's all. So first of all, making a set in which we can store our arrays which we are getting so that duplicates will get removed, sorting the array so that we can use two pointer, two for loops for two pointers, and the two pointer more we need so that in total there will be four pointers which will help us to iterate and find out our solution. At the end, we have some conditions with help of which we will be adding up the array and all those things. And at the end, we have to just copy it in the vector of vector int. So that's all. Now let's try to solve it off. First of all, I will be taking a int n which will be equals to num dot size. Now nums dot size, we have got the length of our array. Now the second thing which we have to do, that is according to the step only, we have to make a vector of type, a set of type vector int. And what is vector int? If he doesn't understand vector int, it is just like array push and pop operation are the different thing about that. And if it doesn't know about the set, it means you are not following the series. In the series, I have told you about set data type, which in this what will happen, duplicates will get removed. We will have only unique elements inside it. After that, making a vector of vector int as answer. And why we need to make vector of vector type int? So you can see that here we have vector of vector type int which we have to return from this function. So it means we have to put our answer in a vector of vector type int, means simply a 2D array. We can name it as. Now let's write off the edge conditions which we have. So if just suppose our n is lesser than n is lesser than 4, in that case we have to just return our answer. Because if they are lesser than 4 numbers in the array, how we can add 4 numbers and get till the target? So we have to return it off so that our time complexity will get improved a bit at least. So that's all. Now in the next condition, what we have to do, if we sort this off so that we can use two pointer also. So sort will be sort num dot begin and nums dot end, so that we can use two pointers, because for the using two pointers we need this sorting thing, because left and right pointers we have to adjust it. So decreasing the right pointer, we assume our value will get decreased and we will get closer to the our target element, so we have to sort it off. Next step is using for loop. For loop will be from int I equals to 0, and it will be going till n minus 3. And why it will be going till n minus 3 is we have to make another nested for loop. So just taking this case, int j equals to I plus 1. So if in this case, if just suppose if our I reaches till the end of the array, and then we do in ji plus 1, it means we are getting one step ahead of the size of array, and that simply means we are getting out of the bounds. So to be remain in the bounds, we have to follow this step of. Next will be j minus 2, so that we have the pointers in our inside our bonds. Taking two pointers in left, which will be j plus 1, 1 point ahead of it. Int right, which will be somehow n minus 1. So we have all the pointers and everything ready, 4 pointers which we need to from the for loop, and two are like in left and right, which we have. Now let's write the while loop which we have in 2 pointers. Left till our left is lesser than our right, till then we will be working. Int current, or instead of writing int, I have to write long. And why I need to write long and long? It is like because we will add up those numbers. What if those numbers are too big in the size and we were not able to calculate that off? But still, just for your convenience, in the beginning, let me write int only, so that we will at least try, and then we will figure out, okay, we are getting this issue. And then we have to do nums dot I plus nums dot j plus nums dot left plus nums dot right. So these all are the things which we have to add up for, so that we can have a current value. Now we have to write the comparison or the conditions which I was saying. If our current is equals to the target, if just suppose it is equal to the target, then we have to take our array, or we can just suppose it is as a set, and we will push values inside it. And for pushing values inside a set, we need to write insert statement, insert, and we have to insert these values only. So why to write it again? Just take a copy of it, paste it here, remove the plus symbol here, here, and here also, so that we have removed all the things. So it is done. Now we have already inserted it. Now after that we will be doing left plus plus and right minus minus. And why we need to do this left plus plus and right minus minus is because we need to like move for the upcoming ones. We doesn't want only one set or one array to be find out as a solution, and then we will end up at solution. No, it is like we will find one set of four numbers which will add up to the target, then we move to the next one, so that we have to reduce both of them for the new numbers. Let's write another condition, else if our current value is greater than our target. Just suppose if our current value, whatever we have, is greater than our target, it means we have to decrease our current value. And for decreasing the current, we have to do right minus minus, because right will add up and right is the bigger number. So if we do right minus minus, it will get towards a smaller number, and then we will eventually get to our target. Else we will do left plus plus, so that if our current is somehow smaller than the target, so that we can increase the left, and that will end up in increasing up our current value also. These things are done. Now we just need to write a for loop that will be of auto type, and auto type is simply means like it will automatically detect a data type of the set or the vector of whatever we have. So we didn't need to write vector int x and then iterate in the loop. So auto x and iterating in our set, which is arr, and then pushing back the values in our answer. Answer dot push back, and what we have to push back is x. So that's all. Now just run this off and see if it works or not. Vector int and all the things are working perfectly fine. Okay, so we have to make it like this. Okay, we have to return the value. We have to return the value. Uh, I made a mistake. Yeah, after that we are not returning anything from it. So we have to go here. We have to write return answer. Then let's see, because we are pushing back the value inside the answer, but we were not returning. And in the function we need to return values. We are getting a bigger size of error. Okay, in line number 30, it is line 22. Okay, here is the error. Int I runtime error is what we are getting. Okay, it means we have to make it as long now, and then also naming it as long. Let me recheck again. Okay, we have to make it as J. Everything is done. Now let's try to run it again, because if the character length increases or gets out of the bonds, then it will not work. Accepted. Now let's submit this and see if it works or not. So if we use the traditional way of using the four for loops which are nested, then we will get the time complexity of n raised to power 4. But here we will be getting time complexity of n. We can say sort of n cube. Yeah, we are getting it. So that's how we optimize it, and we were able to find the solution of it. Problem statement is quite, answer is quite big, but the logic, or what we can say, the intuition behind the problem statement is quite similar to the three sum problem. So that's all for the video. I hope you like it. I hope you will solve this also. I will be pasting the link of the question in the description. Go and check it out. So that's all. Thanks for watching.